But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I'm always gonna love you no matter what. No matter what happens. You're my son, you're my blood. You're the best thing in my life.
You know, you never knew what it took to get here. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the crazy thing about it, especially with the internet. You look on the internet and you see people just doing it and they making it look easy and it all looks aesthetic. It look like a vibe. And you look and you turn around and you try to do that thing in your life and you're like, yo, why does this feel so hard to me? Like, why is this so hard to me and it's so easy to them? Because it's like, remember, the internet is showing you what they want to show you. So they look like people put on their best selves to put on the internet. Me personally, y'all seen my ups and downs. I don't even like I don't care to like to make it look prettier than it has to. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm good in terms of like the production value, of course. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. But everything else, it might look pretty, but you feel it, you feel the grime, you feel the dirt, you feel the pain. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a very important thing to remember because, you know, it'd be real discouraging. You see people out here running sub 3 hour marathons, 5 minute miles. Remember, all that shit is not normal. We're talking about those people that's doing that are the top of the top. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're not the top of the top, they super fast, they elite. And when you come into the game and you average, because that's what we all come in, most of us coming in. I don't know about, I can't speak, I ain't run track in high school, I ain't run track in college. I never was the fastest person. I never was the most athletic person. But one thing that I was able to do, everything I was able to work with, one thing that I was able to lean on was I'm gonna out hustle you and I'm gonna put in that pain. So if things had been given to you naturally, since I had to work harder for it, I was willing to kill myself to do whatever I had to do to get there. And I think that's the hard part is because it's like, yo, we constantly comparing ourselves to somebody, to the next person here, to the next, for the person to the right of us, the person to the left of us. And it's hard to remember, like, yo, we don't know what that person's fighting behind the scenes. We don't know what work that person is putting in behind doing whatever. We don't know if they faking their numbers. We don't know if their numbers are actually better. And I'm talking about like when it comes to like running and all that other stuff. I'm talking about like when it comes to the pursuit of anything. Cause you know, all when you put in that pain, it'd be so hard. It's already so hard to go wake up and be like, all right, I'm gonna go hit the gym. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna go run miles. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna only eat salad today with chicken. My diet, right? That's the part they don't really be telling you about. They don't tell you just how difficult, how much sacrifice it takes to wake up and do this every day. And that's what I'm here to do. And it's like the ugly thing, right? And that's probably why I haven't even blew up or whatever yet, because it's like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like I'm gonna be over here and I'm gonna be real about it. Like, yo, you're gonna have to sacrifice things. There's gonna be times you wanna go out with your friends and you wanna do X, Y, and Z, but you gotta weigh on the scale which is more important. You know what I'm saying? And you also need the support of the people around you, where it's just like, you don't need to have the people around you like this. Oh, you running again? And you be like, yo, how many miles you did? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You killed that. Man, you do it for both of us. Like, you need those people to show up. You need people that's going to show up in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is hard. Like, it's hard. And you out there, like, I seen a post the other day. Somebody was talking about, like, yo, how do people run by themselves? And that joint hit me. It was just like, I don't even be thinking to run with people. Like, I always thought about this journey and doing it alone, except for now, like, I'm starting to share it with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Open up, like, this is my diary. Like, this is legit my diary. And it just was always a hard thing. It was always a place where it's just like, I gotta kind of, like, seclude myself. I gotta be over here and just put in the pain. Like, just put in the pain. Like, if you see, you see it. If you don't, you don't. Oh, well. But that's the part, like, it's like sacrificing. It's like, all right, now even with hitting the gym, it's kind of like sacrificing to the point of like my diet, where it's like, I love McDonald's, bro. I love McDonald's, but I grew up on Payne Ave. You know what I'm saying? Right down the street from Toughness, between Toughness and Endurance. And one thing of living in that place is it turned me to a relentless warrior, made me disciplined. And it's kind of like, for mad long, I was living in a state of undisciplined state, where it was just like I had a routine of eating junk food, fast food, and all of those things. And for the first time in my life, I put the fast food down, and now I'm starting to see, if you just be consistent with something, how much change it can have on your body. Because it's like, yo, every time I went to run a race, I'm always starting from square one. Like, every race was always like, and I think that's the reason why, one of the reasons I haven't gotten sub 3 yet, is because like every time I gotta get in shape, it's like I'm coming from out of shape. So this is what happened. Because I kept telling myself, like, yo, you got to deny this. Like, you can't do this. So, like, you can't eat this. So I'll go from being in shape at, say, 180, 170, and I'll be, like, telling myself, no, you can't have this, you can't have that, you can't have this, you can't have that. Like, I'm living in that hot and cold shit instead of living in, like, a balanced life. I'm living hot and cold, so I'm like, I can't have this, I can't have that. And that put pressure, so that way when I'm like, all right, I just had a race, and that shit is over, I pig out. And then I go from 170, 180, back to 200 something. And it's just like, God damn. I kept living on this roller coaster, and I'm like, you know what? Let me make some life changes where I'm good. I'm done off of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me use my discipline in that way, where it's like, yo, bro, have balance, where you can have a bad meal, but you can't eat McDonald's every day no more. You can't have Domino's. You can't have all those different things, because that diet, all those things is holding you back. Like, the hardest part of life is the sacrifice. Like, understanding, putting your goal up there and making it bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things for me. That's why I even I made that video about quitting fast food, because it was like, it was a way for me, a diary for me, a journal for me, to show y'all, like, yo, let me just see how far I could take this. Let me stop having to get ready and just stay ready. So the next time I gotta run a marathon, I'm putting in work, I'm putting in pain. Like I said, I grew up on Payne Ave. I'm trying to go from average to savage. I'm gonna be a savage by the time this shit done. You know what I'm saying? Because I know one thing, I could dig deep, and nobody is willing to suffer more than me. That's how I feel. That's how I attack it. Nobody's willing to suffer more than me. And if you around me, if you watching this, you gonna start to feel the same way. So you probably gonna feel like you could beat me. Oh wow, that's good. The more of us win, we all win. More of us win, I'm happy because we all could win. But it's just like remembering, like, yo, you could be a savage, bro. You could be a savage, sis. But you got to be willing to live in that pain and sacrifice. That sacrifice shit is hard, man. It's hard to be like, man, I want to, damn, like you might live with a roommate. You may stay with your partner. And your partner, look, doing shit like this, eating Pringles. I can't even eat no Pringles. Doing shit like this, eating jelly beans. I can't eat none of this shit. Because I know what's going to set me back. I'm not trying to go back to that past, man. I'm only trying to get better, bruh. And that shit is hard. But you got to sacrifice those little things. It's like you got to sacrifice. I had to give up alcohol because it's like I felt like when I first started hitting the gym, I felt like, or I should say, I first started to pursue when I started the pursuit of trying to chase completing a marathon. I noticed that when I would go to the gym, I'm off balance. I'm always tripping over my feet. I have no, and that's from drinking so much. And my days are starting late. I'm groggy. I'm in a bad mood. I need everything to go right. I need to control what I can control. So it's like if I could be a better mood in the morning, I could have more energy. I had to give up the alcohol. Just like now, it's like this. This year, I had to give up the junk food. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard because it's like things that I really like. I grew up eating. That's like a part of who I am. But it's like, yo, we can't be the things that we are. Like, those things don't make me who I am. And we could always change. It's like, that's hard because it's like, yo, identity. We always identify ourselves with things. And it's like, nah, those things aren't you. Your favorites aren't you. Liking vanilla ice cream isn't just you. You are who you are. All those things is extra. All those things don't mean much. You know what I'm saying? But this year, everything changed. The switch flipped. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel. And I want to get there from average to savage. I want you to get there with me from average to savage. You know what I'm saying? Or follow along and let this be the inspiration that you need to go from average to savage. Damn, my stomach is, I need to get some food. I'm fresh off a 7-mile run this morning. How many miles you do today? Did you have your green tea or your coffee today? How you feeling today? But yeah, gang. We got to get it all, man. And it's hard because nobody tells you about the sacrifices you got to put in. Or they don't tell you how hard, they don't tell you how hard this shit is, man. It's like, yo, you might look at it like, damn, that person is doing this shit. Like, nah, man, they might be in pain for real. But like I said, I grew up on Payne Ave. 521 Payne Ave. Apartment 212, you heard? Payne, New York, you dig? They only make soldiers. They only make warriors. But there's a Payne Ave in every city. There's a Payne Ave in every town. There's a Payne Ave in every country. Just move there and see what it's about. You heard? I'll be back. Let me get some food real quick.